Tired of the silence, the sugar-coated lies. Another headline screaming behind vacant eyes. They build up their walls so high and so strong, but the truth's gonna break through before too long. Every single day, the same damn old game, pointing all the fingers, nobody takes the blame. This pressure's building, is starting to crack. Ain't no turning back now, ain't no holding back. I'm about to say it, yeah, I'm about to scream. Tired of the fake smiles, living in a dream. The real life's bleeding out in the cold. Gotta break the mold, gotta let it unfold. I'm about to say it, every single word. The uncomfortable truth finally gonna be heard. I'm gonna say it. From the halls.
Female voice. Welcome to hashtag I'm gonna say it. All things said in today's show is alleged and for educational and entertainment purposes only. If you are below the age of 18, we request that you leave the live now. Enjoy.
We're back at it. We're back at it. We're on our regular station, so we're going to get to it and do what we got to do. Adrian, good morning. Good morning, Bestie. How's your day going so far? Hope all is well. Hope all is well. Salute to my coffee drinkers. We get this day started. Rise and shine, or sit down and shine. However you feel like doing it. The ultimate goal is to shine. That's it. That's all. That's it. All right. So we back on our regular channel right now, and I'm going to come at you today. We're going to have 3 different segments. All right. So it won't be too long. You know. Bella Cruella, how you doing, beautiful? Good morning to you. Thank you for joining us. I hope all is well your way. Bestie, I see you in the building, Jenny. Adrian, Jenny, thank you both for the heart me's. I appreciate that. And Jenny just got that number 3 gifter badge. I see you. I see you. Adrian, thank you for the you're awesome. And the TikTok and the goat and the rose. Yes, yes, Jenny, we are back. We are back like chiropractors. Adrian, thank you for the high friend, the GGs, and the finger heart. Thank you. All right, guys, listen, here's what we're going to do. We're going to start the first segment off with the video credit goes to Kiki. We're going to start it all what's that? Princess K, welcome in, welcome in. Y'all make sure, hey, keep tapping and clapping. Please share if you care. Let's see if we can get this thing going. But the video credit is from Kiki. And now listen, this is Tamika Foster. Tamika Foster, some people may know her, some people may not. Around here in the A, she's known as Gusher's ex-wife, as well as she's doing like fashion stuff, fashion designer, stuff like that. So that's what she's known for around here. But mainly, her main thing is being Gusher's ex-wife. So, those of you that are new here, and says Gusher, who am I talking about? Let me just put it to you this way: it's an R&B singer. He's a good singer. He's got good music. He's been making good music since the 90s. However, we have to put a spin on some names here so we can try to pacify the platform that we are coming to you on. Now, after this show, I am going to go over to Rumble, and I'm going to do a test run, so to speak, on there, and try to make sure we got everything on the up and up. So when Monday come, you know, we can go ahead and go over there and do our show from there and broadcast from there. Part of me, I don't know. I'm gonna have to get with my moderators because part of me want to continue doing it here, but also do it over there. So like, do an hour here and do an hour over there, something like that. Jay Boogie, welcome in. But part of me might just do it over there exclusively. I don't know yet. Pisces Queen, welcome in. I don't know yet. I don't know which one I'm gonna do. So I have to get with my A1 and find out what we should be doing here on that and see what they think. We might just try it multiple ways. Now, the one thing that I do like about Rumble already is that it allowed me to set up where I can stream on multiple platforms at one time. So, and I didn't see this one on here, which probably is good anyways, because what we can talk about over there, clearly you can't say over here. So it might be a good thing it's not on there. Some people says that YouTube is the same way. You know, I don't know. But we definitely gonna do Rumble. If not TikTok, if YouTube don't like it, then we just won't be there no more. Jenny says, "Hey, that's what's up." Yeah, right, Bessie. Like they making it pretty. So far, things seem pretty cool and easy to navigate. But we'll see. Like I said, look, when we started here, we didn't know what we were doing. So, and look at us now. You know, we've grown. I'm sure there's room to improve. And I don't care who you are and what you do. There's always going to be room to improve. Fast Horse, let's give it up to Fast Horse, because Fast Horse just got the #3 gift bag. Appreciate you, Fast Horse. Thank you. And Jenny, thank you for the I heart you. I heart you. Thank you for the you're awesome. You're awesome as well, bestie. You know that. And thank you for the I love you so much. I love you so much. Thank you for the GOAT. Thank you for the Go Populars. Let's give it up for Jenny for gifting and uplifting. I appreciate you, bestie. All right. So to me, oh, by the way, forgot to mention this. So go over to Rumble. If you haven't, make your Rumble account. Go over to Rumble and search for G Smooth 404. Right? And that'll be the channel that we'll be going on or coming broadcasting from. Let's give it up for Jenny, because Jenny just reached level 18 in the fan club. Thank you. Bessie, you've been rocking with me. You know, even when we got knocked off and they shut down everything, you helped me rebuild. So, you know, I appreciate you for that. Yes, Princess K, it is free. That's correct. Mm-hmm. It is free. Tamika Foster drops a bomb. I already told you who she was. Drops bombshell about Gusher's Stephanie Tiffany Diane report. Worse than Puffy Jacket. Okay. All right. So let's, first of all, when I say Stephanie, Tiffany, and Diane, think of the thing that keeps giving when you have smecks and somebody don't tell you that they clean, and then you have, they're spreading, you know, because I don't even know if I can say the letters, because TikTok is so sensitive, right? And like I said, we literally just got this channel back. So I hope you all know what I mean when I say Stephanie, Tiffany, and Diane. Miss Grom, thank you. That part right there, Miss Grom. Mrs. Grom, I'm sorry. See the S on the end. Let's get that correct. Mrs. Grom, that's it right there. That's what I'm talking about. So Now, the second part I want to point out to that is the part at the end where it says worse than Puffy Jacket. Out of all the things that a person could be called or be labeled or have a title of, worse than Puffy Jacket is definitely not one of them. Princess K says, I hope she left before getting infected. I hope so too. Now, and you know something, Princess K, that's one of the things that I do question. Because, like, if, in fact, these people, well, I don't know if we can say, I don't even think we should say if when it comes to Gusher, because it's been at least 3 people that I know of that have came out and stated that he gave them that gift, and he hadn't disputed it, anything like that. So, but the thing is, the people that he's been with, like, how are they doing things and not getting it? You see what I'm saying? Jenny says, it seems like Hollywood passed each other along with, the Stephanie, Tiffany, and Diana's too. Yeah, it seems like they just share. It's like, the gift that keeps giving. Mrs. Grown says, wouldn't he have gotten it from Puffy Jacket according to the past information? That'd be correct. Given that whole issue that happened to his back door at the, what was it, Flavor Love Camp, whatever it's called, back in the 90s. Correct, Mrs. Grown. And again, a lot of people want to disregard that or discredit that or say that that's not facts. But, I mean, those who have their eyes open know what's what and what happened. I also like to point out when people try to say something like that didn't happen or they wouldn't have released the information and stuff like that. Couple things. One, that's telling or lets you know that probably more than likely took place and did happen is the fact that before Puffy Jacket's case even started, or trial even started, Child Davis had already paid Gusher and Gusher's mother some settlement money. Mrs. Grown said it was Bad Boy Camp when he was a teen. Okay, it's Bad Boy Camp. Okay, yeah, I knew it was some kind of artist development thing, correct. And I just wasn't sure what it was. Jenny says Gusher's mom got that settlement before trial too. Yes, exactly. Stay right there. That's exactly what I'm saying, Bessie, because now let's think about this. Because people, so what does that mean? Well, that could, he could have just been paying for anything. Okay, well, listen. One, Gusher's mother never wrote any song. That's number one. Number two, Gusher's mother never was signed to Child Davis's record company. That's 2. 3, Child could have probably paid this money to make sure that Gusher didn't come testify and say anything about this happening back in the 90s. You see what I'm saying? Jenny says JB attended that camp for 48 hours too. Okay, right. That's right. Remember in the video, Puffy Jacket said the video where he's in with Justin B. He says he's got custody of him for 48 hours. And they're gonna do some things that they can't talk about. Now, if you go a little further, he told JB in that video that he would give him the car that was right there behind him when he turned, I think it was 16 or something like that. But go a step further. When they did an interview, and I don't remember what show they was on, but they did an interview together where they was both sitting on the stage being interviewed. It was JB and it was Puffy Jacket. And when JB brought up the car situations and things like, and then the guy that was doing the interview asked Puffy Jacket about that, you could visibly see that Puffy Jacket was upset at the fact that Justin B was talking. And he said he knows this is Puffy Jacket's word. He knows not to talk about what we do. I'm saying that was nothing to even be upset about, because at the end of the day, he said it in the video himself. So it's not like Justin Bieber was saying something that nobody knew or that was supposed to be secretive. Because if you watch the video, Puffy Jacket already said it in the video that he was going to give him the car. The only thing I could think about him getting upset, or what would make him upset, is the fact that Puffy Jacket was afraid that at that time, Justin Bieber was still young. He was afraid that he may say other things, that shouldn't be out. Well, I ain't gonna say shouldn't be out, that he didn't want to get out. Jenny says Puffy Jacket also patted him down. Right. When they met each other, it looks like it was a runway or something like that. I'm not sure if it was, but it looked like it was a runway or something like that. Yeah, he kept tapping him, trying to see, and this was before the trial, but he was tapping him. It looked like he was trying to see if Justin B had a wire on to record anything. It's real, giving real paranoia. Now, these are the things that actually take place, and people still try to deny or think that this is just conspiracy theories and stuff like that, when in actuality, you can see these things yourself. You can literally go and see these things yourself. No, me saying it on here, my moderator saying it in the chat, that's not just us saying it, Precious Peachy, how you doing? Good morning. Thank you for that heart, me love. I appreciate it. Welcome in. Thank you for sharing out the live. These are not things that we are just on here saying. You all can go. In fact, I strongly encourage you to do so. You all can go and see these things for yourself. And then you just put it together. Like it's simple. Let's give it up to Precious Peachy. She just got that number 3 gifter badge. Thank you, Precious Peachy. So that's what we do here. That's what we do here. And so now this is his ex-wife. And it says drops bombshell. This is for the people that's just coming in. Tamika Foster drops bombshell about Gushers, Stephanie, Tiffany, and Diane report worse than Puffy Jacket. All right, so listen, I haven't heard it. We'll be hearing it for the first time together. So let's see what she's dropping.
It looks like things with Usher are worse than anybody could have seen coming, because word on the streets is that his ex-wife, Tamika Foster, just revealed that Usher allegedly has more STDs than we thought. Now, I know y'all have heard all those wild rumors of Usher allegedly getting used by Diddy back in the day, but some new information has it that Usher was allegedly slanging that thing all around town with multiple men. And get this, it seems like Usher has a long list of STDs that he has been struggling with over the years, and y'all are gonna be shook when we break down everything, so let's get into it. Okay, so I don't know about y'all, but Usher being exposed for having multiple STDs was not on my bingo card for 2025. Now, we've known about the herpes situation for a long time, but not these other ones. And now the streets are saying that Tamika is claiming that some of the STDs go way back to when he was at Diddy Flavored Camp. So way back when Usher got signed by L.A. Reid as a kid, not even a teenager yet, which shows just how long he's been in the game. He had serious talent.
I want to give people a backstory. So L.A. Reid owned the record company. Him and Babyface. If you from the ATL, you already know this, But L.A. Reid and Babyface worked together and formed a record company, and it was called LaFace. And it was hot back in the 90s. It was hot. I'm talking about LaFace had Outkast on it. It had TLC on there. Here in Atlanta, LaFace was like yo, other than Jermaine Dupri, give me a minute. I know it. It just went. Just lost my mind. So Def. So Def. So other than So Def, yes, Tony Braxton was on there. Princess K, exactly. Tony Braxton was on there. Shout out to Tony Braxton. Shoot. Uh, whew. Let's get okay. Stay with you. Almost Princess K almost took me off the show. Okay. Tony Braxton was on there. Yeah. So this was like a big record company. So when she's mentioning L.A. Reid, understand that he is a part of giving us 90s R&B and hip hop, a prominent part of that. So, and if I'm not mistaken, I believe he was married to Pebbles. I think that was her name. Yeah, Pebbles, right? So that's who she's talking about when she says L.A. Reid, and he's the one who sent Gusher up to New York to live with Puffy Jacket. All right. Jenny says that's where all the jams came from. Listen, let me give it up to you for that because yes, like I'm talking about that point, that time, that era. Josh GB ENT, welcome in. That era in the 90s, I'm gonna be honest with you. That's what put our city in the music game. When it comes to the hip hop and the R&Bs, I mean, we had at that time. Let me see. At that time, we had The Chronic had came out like '92 with Dre and Snoop Dogg. So the West Coast was, I mean, reign supreme. Josh GB ENT, thank you for the lightning bolts, brother. I appreciate that. The West Coast was, I mean, everything, right? But then we had Notorious B.I.G. and Craig Mack. So the East Coast started, you know, I don't want to say they took it back, but the momentum, the proverbial momentum came to the East Coast. And then you all know. So those are two things we had. It was nothing down here. And then we had Outkast. We had TLC. We had Tony Braxton. We had my cousin's group, Goody Mob. We had all, see what I'm saying? So, man, that's when, and if you remember, it was at, I believe it was the Source Awards, when Three Stacks, Andre 3000, he got on the mic and he said the South got something to say. And from that moment on, we was, you listen, we was known. And of course, because at that time, before that, prior to that, the only music down south was like the Miami basin and adult club music by, you know, Two Live Crew, Uncle Luke, and all of them. So that was heavy when LaFace Records came about and put out these people, you know. Right, Jenny, that put ATL on the map. That, and we hadn't looked back since. I mean, don't get me wrong. None of the music we have or artists that we have coming out now will ever equate to what we had in the 90s. Never. Never. I don't care who it is. I don't care who it is. And as a matter of fact, shout out to my cousin, Chill Will, and also Sky Watley, and Big Gip, because they're putting this Southern soul thing back, like music out, and it's starting to gain traction and become big. Like everybody's going that way. So, and the thing that we have, especially with my cousin Gip, the thing that we have with that is the fact that he was part of Goody Mob. So it's kind of like we got a link to the 90s, but at the same time, I'm gonna be honest, it's still it's different. It's different. So I mean, no, I just got to keep the buck. I don't think anything will ever equate to 90s music, R&B or hip hop. Never. Adrian says 90s R&B and rap stay in rotation. Heavy, You dig? Heavy. Adrian, like, I don't want to hear the, literally, I got it set up to when I get in the car, my Spotify is already connected to the radio. It's already Bluetooth to the radio. I don't even know what a radio station is, you know, because I don't like what they play now. And like I just said, and like I think we can all agree, that era, the 90s, it's just nothing can match it. So why even listen to anything else? Music from the 90s brings back so many memories. And it can take you back to a place and time. Vividly, though. Vividly, you know? Natty, Bestie, welcome in. Thank you for the heart me. Thank you for the heart me. Welcome in. So, that's who L.A. Reid is that she's speaking about. Now, let's get back to the audio. I know y'all probably forgot what we were talking about, but I wanted to make sure when something like that is said, I like to let you all know who that person is, so you can get the significance of what they've done or their contribution to the music industry, as well as, like, for now, we know that who he was. We've already talked about that, and now we're saying that he's the one that sent Gusher to New York to stay with Puffy Jacket. So now you like, okay, well, what else did he do then? You know? So that's why I do that. Daybreak 76, welcome in, Bestie.
From the start, but once puberty hit, his voice started cracking and there was talk of Reid dropping him. Luckily, Usher managed to convince him to stick it out, and instead of letting him go, Reid decided to send him to live with his friend, who happened to be Diddy. Usher was only 13 when he moved in with Diddy, and honestly, it was pretty clear from the beginning that it wasn't exactly a kid-friendly environment. Diddy was deep into the party scene, and Usher ended up being around a lot of stuff that most 13-year-olds probably shouldn't be exposed to. What's really interesting is that Usher hardly ever talks about his time living with Diddy. It's one of those chapters in his life that he tends.
Pause. Because when she just said he was 13, and then I just want to bring something back to people. I want to refresh your memory. Who all remember, and you could just leave a 1 in the live, but who all remembers the interview that K Hart was doing that had Gusher and Puffy Jacket in it, and Puffy Jacket made the comment that he remembered when Gusher and him used to wake up and fight over the cereal, over the cornflakes, or Frosted Flakes, or whatever. So now think about that now. He makes that comment. We are hearing that he did some damage to Gusher's back door, thus leading to Gusher to have to be rushed to the hospital. And then he's saying when he was little, when we fought over the cereal, you know, we would wake up at Daybreak says, good day. I'm in here having drumsticks for breakfast. All right, then. I like it. I like it. Sounds good. And good day to you, too, Bestie. So essentially, accidentally, he was pretty much already telling what happened.
Tends to keep pretty quiet about. But during an interview with Howard Stern, he actually opened up a bit, and what he shared definitely raised some eyebrows. The way he described that experience was enough to set off some serious alarm bells.
The place was like just filled with chicks and like nonstop, right?
No, not really. I mean, but hey, it was curious. I got a chance to see some things.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you seeing?
I went there to see the lifestyle.
Right.
And I saw it. And it was, but I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at. It was pretty wild.
So nobody tried.
What I did say is that there were very curious things taking place. And I didn't necessarily understand.
And before y'all start wondering why his parents didn't step in or get him out of that situation, Usher actually explained that part too. According to him, his parents had no idea what was really going on because Diddy made him keep it all under wraps. He was basically told not to say anything, so he hid the truth from them at the time.
Jay Blige, they ain't know nothing about.
Oh,
I was having a good time. You know what I mean?
And I'm sure
Jenny
y'all saw
said
that
Cap.
viral
He was
video
supposed to be
when
there for the
Diddy hinted
music,
that
not
he
the
and Usher
lifestyle.
used to sleep in the same bed.
That's my brother right here from day one. We used to wake up back in the days when he was like 10 and I was a little bit older, his older brother. We used to fight over the.
Or the time he said
All right. Now, see, you all heard it. Again, for my ones that continuously think that we are not telling the truth, you just heard the video. You heard it. You can go see it. You can go see it. But the only difference is he said when Gusher was 10, which makes it even worse, right? Which makes it even worse. Jenny says in that interview, he says he wouldn't send his kids to Flavor Camp. Yes, that interview was with Howard Stern. He said that he would never send his kids, never send his kids to Flavor Camp. Now, if this was a place that was cool, if everything that happened up there was, on the up and up and nothing, crazy or anything like that happened, and it made him successful, he gained his success from, why wouldn't he send his kids up there? The only reason he wouldn't send his kids up there is if things happen as they were stated that happened, as far as why he got rushed to the hospital and things like that, allegedly. Right? We'll say allegedly, to the hospital, and how his back door got damaged. So think about that.
this.
This ain't for nobody else but you. You take your time, boy. I see you. Like, doing Vegas.
these three.
Man, listen, and so that was a concert that he was at. Gusher was about to do a concert, and probably was uncomfortable for him. But Puffy Jacket was backstage with him before he got ready to go take the stage to perform, and that was Puffy Jacket's calling him a smexy MF, and he looked fly, and yeah, just a lot of comments that I mean, I don't even know how people have a hard time putting this together. I don't because he pretty much tells on himself if you're paying attention and you follow the breadcrumbs.
In the kitchen, eating all my cereal.
Once again, he brings up the cereal. This is different. This is backstage, people. This is backstage at a Gusher concert. And I mean, if you could see this video and you can see how he's looking at Gusher, it's equivalent to how we as men, if we with a female, we look at her and because hey, I'm gonna be honest, and men, I hope y'all don't be mad at me for putting out our secrets, but I'm gonna be honest with y'all ladies. When we with y'all and y'all just walking around the house and cleaning up, hey, don't think we still ain't scoping y'all out. You know what I mean? And don't think we won't be like, yeah, man, and that's how he's looking at Gusher. Talking with JoJo. Thank you for the heart, me bestie. How you doing this morning? Don't think that we're not doing that. But here's where, and understand, please, people, when I say this, please understand what I'm saying. I don't care what your preference is of dating. That has nothing to do with me. I don't care. I love everybody. I'm not the one who has to sit here and judge. That's not me. The reason why I'm bringing this up is because I am trying to point out to you all how this man is telling on himself. He's admitting, basically, to having inappropriate, with Gusher when Gusher was not the age of consent. and his mannerisms. Have you all heard the saying poker face? People say that poker face isn't good. You know, and the poker face is like, you're supposed to be able to sell, people can't figure out what you're thinking or if you're telling the truth or not by your poker face. You're supposed to be able to have a straight face, right? This man, his poker face isn't good. I mean, he backstage like looking at Gusher, because Gusher it looks like it's a pink suit on. I don't know. Looks like a pink suit, but he's walking up to the stage. He's getting ready to take the stage. And Puffy Jacket isn't behind the curtain in the backstage. They're looking at him walk away, so he's behind him. You're like, look at you. So, hold on.
Male voice.
I see you, Daddy. I see you. You get all fly and sexy. I see you. I see you. Woo. Like, you fight over my cereals to eat my cereal.
Hey, that's a little bit too much excitement for a man to have to another man if they ain't supposed to be bromancing. You see what I'm saying? Jenny said like Meek in the pool. Yeah, you see how, and let's because we should be adults here because we put the disclaimer in there in the beginning. So you're supposed to be 18 and up. Right, so we all adults in here, right? So yeah, Meek in the pool, you see how he was bent over. Now I don't know if it was supposed to be hydrotherapy for his back door. I'm not sure, but the way he was leaned over on the pool looked like he had been put through some things that probably shouldn't have went through. I mean, unless it was something, right, Jenny, in pain. Yeah, and then and then you had Puffy Jacket doing this. I mean, do you see these interactions? Princess K said he definitely looked hurt. Hey. Woo. Man, y'all got me crying laughing, man. This is what I love about our shows, boy. Y'all, hold on. Oh, I got me crying from laughing. Yeah, looks like Mickey was going through some things, right? And I said Mickey, not Nikki. Nikki tried to tell us that Mickey was playing for the other team, man. So on different occasions, he has this reaction. I'm talking about Puffy Jacket now. Has this reaction to other men. So, and that's again, when Pimp C is just saying be who you are, it's okay. That's what we're saying, Mrs. Grown said in pain and rethinking his decision. He was, wasn't he? When he was like, look, do I really want this fame in this business? I don't even know. Talking with JoJo, thank you for the Go Populars. I appreciate you, bestie. I love you talking with JoJo. I love you to life. Oh, man. Yeah, he's going through some changes in that pool. But if y'all don't, let's just take a minute and let's just go. Let's rewind it a little bit. I want to see a little bit. I want to see if y'all can hear it. I want to see if you can hear it. I want you to hear Puffy Jacket's reaction. Okay, that's boy. I want to get this up my other phone. I want to take a picture and just show it to you. I wish I could do that. But so, like I said, this is we're gonna pick it up from where Gusher is walking away from Puffy Jacket, going to the stage, getting ready to start his performance. And like I said, he's in an all pink suit. Adrian, thank you for the dolphins. Thank you for the tiny dinies. Thank you. Now I want you all to listen. Lend me your good ear. Turn the volume up. Do some Pink Tech. Oh, that is beautiful. Thank you, Pink Tech. How are you? I never seen nothing like. What was that? Oh, that's the mic champ. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much, Pink Tech. How's your morning going? Princess K says, why they put him in that pink suit? That's what I was thinking, Princess K, because when I was looking at it, because the first time when we was listening to it, I saw it, I'm like, maybe that's the lighting. Maybe the lighting is making it look that way, and it's really not. But no, now that I've rewound it, yeah, it's pink. It's definitely pink. But think about this, though. Pink Tech says, IT meeting after meeting. Okay, hey, take it. Like I always tell you, I'll try to remind you, make sure. I know you like to be on the go, but you got to take some time for yourself when possible, you know? And while you in the meeting, put your earbud in and listen to us. Don't even listen to them. Just listen to us, okay? Listen to me. Don't even pay it no attention. You got it. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to me. I get you in trouble, you know? The pink suit. And again, this is not facts. It's not facts. All right. I just want to. She said that's happening right now. Let's give it up for Pink Tech. That's my baby. Now, I'm going to compare it to this. Gusher brought Justin B to Puffy Jacket. Y'all with me? Justin B wore pink in a video that's called Yummy Yum or something, Yummy or something like that. And in that video, he's basically giving us the intel on the fact of these people in the music industry, how they do things with people that are not the age of consent in the business. And he has on that pink. Now remember, Puffy Jacket just told us when Gusher was 10. But we more accounts has been he was 13. But in any event, still not the age of consent, right? And so that pink could be symbolic to that. Jenny says JB was also in pink hugging Jaden too, I believe. Trying to think. Yeah, because he came up behind him and gave him a hug, right? I have to look that up. I think it was. Vanessa Darnell says JB 13 years old. See? Now, I'm not saying that's true. I'm just saying that you have to see the picture within the picture sometimes. You have to. And we have already established the fact that these people, they send us subliminal messages. Like it's subliminal because some of us don't know. It's not so subliminal when we do know and then we see it, we can just call it right there. Oh, look, I know what that is. I know what he's saying. I know what that means, right? Jenny says, look what they did to Britney. Yeah, man, they hurt my feelings were hurt. Almost not my cough. Hold on. You see, yeah, you're right. See what they did to her. And plenty of others, I'm sure. Orlando B has told us about it. So a lot of it goes on. So maybe that's where the pink suit come from. I don't know. I'm just saying could be. Now listen to how happy Puffy Jacket is. Look how, like, you can hear him fantasizing in his words. Just listen. Princess K said Britney's family messed her up as well. They did. They really did. They really did. And it's a shame.
I see you.
You fly AMF-er. And I mean, look, when he's saying this, people, he's cheesing so hard. He's smiling so hard that it's dark. He's got on all black. Puffy Jack is wearing all black. It's dark backstage behind the curtain, so you can only see a little bit of his face, but it's dark, but you can see his cheekbones is so, they're high because he's gleaming over gushing. Yes, Princess K. Yes, like that's his boo. I mean, like he looking like, yo, I'm about to go and get it. I'm about to. Ooh, I can't wait to get it. I'm just saying. He should not be this happy if he didn't feel this way, or if nothing like that kind of behavior was going on. I mean, you all can watch this video. You can see it's dark. You can't even see Puffy Jacket's face, but you can see his cheekbone. You can see he's smiling. I mean, the only time I can think a man should be this hype with another man is like at the beginning of the game. And I don't mean like that, but I'm saying, you be hype, like, yeah, I'm ready to go in the game. Let's get it go. Let's go out here. We're going to play good. Like that. I ain't talking about like he like, shoot, I can't wait till the show over. I'm trying to get to the hotel. And I mean, Kelly already told us what they do at the hotel. But anyway, I'm just saying. You heard what he said. Now I'm telling you the actions that go with it. Yeah, you be hyped for your kids. Right, I get that. Like, yeah, you be ready to play the game, or they doing something like, okay, for instance, I'll say this. I got a friend. She's my best friend. We went to high school together. We lived in the same apartment complex together. So her daughter is now training to be a pro wrestler. And so by me being a pro wrestler, by her being my best friend, she's like a sister to me. So I'm excited when I go to the school and I'm seeing her daughter wrestling. Like I'm happy, right? Pink Tech says cheek. Yes, his cheeks. I mean, babe, you don't see nothing else but cheeks. And and understand what I told you. Gusher is walking away, so that means he's got to see his backside. And I mean, giddy, man. Like I don't look. Giddy. I'm talking about. No, I ain't gonna say that. I was gonna say something, but I ain't gonna say it. But this is what he's happy.
David, you in the kitchen eating all my cereal.
You in the kitchen eating all my cereal. Oh, what in the world? And I want to point this out too. Anybody that was around at this time and allowed this behavior to go on is wrong too. And if you don't like that comment, fight me. That's wrong. That's wrong. This man, you can, Rochelle, hey, bestie. Hey, Rochelle. Thank you for the heart, me. This man is overly excited, stimulated. Jenny says maybe cereal is the code for grown folks thing. Could be. Because the way he's excited, he definitely seems like it was more than just breakfast. Hold on, y'all. All right. So, let's see.
And now it turns out that we weren't reading too much meaning into the situation, because Diddy's former bodyguard, Gene Deal, also spoke about this in an interview. He said that a lot of people in the industry knew Diddy was into younger girls and boys, but most of them just looked the other way and didn't do anything about it.
All these industry people know that Diddy been acting like this and doing this and trying to engage other men into acts with him.
That's crazy.
There was a story that he was trying to get Chris Brown.
Hold on, y'all. Be back. All the phones ringing.
those those young boys that he had, a group B5 or something like that, trying to get them. Yo, it's a lot of stories that goes around in this industry.
Allegedly, Usher contracted herpes during one of those so-called freak-off sessions when he was just 15. Word is, Kim Porter knew about it and was planning to include that info in a book she was working on before she passed away.
So what was in Kim's book? You want to hear it? Here it go. Now, I cannot confirm or deny what's in this book, but ain't nobody fit Natasha K. me. So in this book, it detailed his relationships with men, footage of those encounters. It had the names of the men he slept with, a disease. Allegedly, Diddy giving Usher a disease.
But y'all want to know the really wild part? It's that Diddy himself doesn't have herpes. This means that Diddy was not the only one who allegedly did bad things to Usher during the freak-offs, and he could have pimped Usher out to other men at the freak-offs. And considering the long list of men at Diddy's freak-offs and the wild things they were rumored to have done, it's no wonder that Usher popped
I've had some very good breakfast. I did that like that.
And now the streets are saying
Facts,
that Tamika
bestie.
just exposed Usher for having some other STIs over the years. And allegedly, not just one, but multiple. I guess we shouldn't be surprised because y'all know that Usher himself likes to be freaky deaky. I mean, I know y'all remember his freaky cherry stuff he does at his concerts.
Never been to an Usher concert, but okay.
But that's not the only freaky thing he does, because he also used to serenade fans and things got steamy a couple of times.
Princess Casey learned behavior. Yes, absolutely.
Do not buy new windows if you live in.
What? Come on now.
For a long time that Usher is low-key freaky behind the scenes, and allegedly that's how he caught the multiple STDs. And the crazy thing is, him allegedly having all these STDs didn't stop him from getting freaky, because multiple women have accused him of knowingly giving them herpes without informing them about his health status. Laura Helm, one of the women who accused Usher, filed a $20 million lawsuit against him, claiming he exposed her to herpes during a... Fortunately for her, she ended up testing negative, so she was...
Jenny said, bro, these commercials, I'm telling you, man, I'm seriously thinking about just getting the subscription to it because they be coming at the wrong time. Now that female, the first female that came out, I believe he settled with her, if I'm not mistaken. I have to look into it. Don't quote me on it, but I think he settled with her.
Wasn't infected, but she still pursued the case, saying he put her at serious risk of catching a lifelong STD. The lawsuit started gaining major attention and was turning into a full-blown scandal that was hurting Usher's image. Then, out of nowhere, Laura suddenly dropped the case without any explanation. That move had a lot of people thinking she might have been paid off to avoid some nasty drama, but that wasn't the end of the accusations. 2 more women stepped forward with lawsuits against Usher, claiming he had exposed them to herpes without disclosing his status. They argued that because he didn't tell them, they couldn't have given informed consent, as they weren't aware of the full risk involved in being intimate with him. One of the women chose to remain anonymous and later tested positive for the virus. The second woman, Quantasia Sharpton, tested negative but still pursued legal action. She stated that she had slept with Usher just after turning 19, and while she didn't contract the virus, she was deeply upset about the potential risk he had put her and her child in. Quantasia insisted that the issue wasn't just about whether she was infected, but about the lack of transparency and responsibility on Usher's part. In addition to those 2 cases, another woman, referred to only as Jane Doe, filed a separate lawsuit accusing Usher of the same behavior. Unlike the others, this case didn't receive much public attention because, according to reports, Usher privately settled the matter before it could escalate. He allegedly paid her a $1.1 million settlement, which many saw as a strategic move to keep the details out of the headlines and prevent further damage to his reputation. But that's not all, because while Diddy's trial was going on, Usher did something that made everyone suspicious. See, his name had come up a lot during the trial, and around the time Dawn Richards gave her testimony, he deleted every single post from his Twitter account. Fans immediately started putting 2 and 2 together and suspected that there might be something on his page that would have linked him to Diddy, and that Dawn knew something. See, Dawn named Usher in her lawsuit against Diddy last year, where she claimed that Usher knew that Diddy was putting paws on Cassie, and he didn't bat an eye. The court document said Combs hosted a dinner dinner at a West Hollywood, California restaurant, which Ms. Richard and Ms. Harper were required to attend. Among the guests at the dinner were celebrities like Neo and Usher, as well as Mr.
Neo.
Levine. At
Not
the dinner,
Neo,
Mr.
Neo.
Combs and Ms. Ventura had an argument. In front of the dinner guests, Mr. Combs hissed at Ms. Ventura in a screaming whisper and forcefully punched her in the stomach, causing her to double over in visible pain, crying. Ms. Clark escorted Ms. Ventura out of the restaurant, and Mr. Combs remained and continued socializing with the dinner guests. So when he deleted his previous tweets, fans immediately started talking about.
Thank you for the level up, Sparked Pink Tech. And let's give it up to Pink Tech because she just reached level 18 in the fan club.
How he was trying to get rid of evidence. He immediately tried to shut this down, saying, account got hacked and y'all ran with it. See you tonight at Intuit.
They always
But
use the
fans
account
weren't
got
buying
hacked.
it for obvious reasons. And now, with the claims of him spreading STDs around, we have to wonder what exactly was in his posts that made him paranoid enough to delete his entire account. Whatever it was, it had to have been pretty bad.
Thank you for that.
Anywho,
Go
y'all let me know how you guys
Pink
feel
Tech.
about this situation. Drop your thoughts.
I appreciate that, my love.
Check this next video.
All right. Hey, listen. Again, being worse than Puffy Jacket is not a good title to have. And I did know about at least 3 people who filed lawsuits against Gusher and stated that he gave them that gift or that package. But now that Tamika Foster, his ex-wife, is saying that it's more people and he is more packages that he had. I don't know, man. Seems like this thing just keeps getting worse when it comes to the celebrities. You know, we knew some things. But it seems as if, all right, sorry, I was getting a notification. But it seems as if when we feel like things can't get any lower, we are immediately proven wrong. But let's stick with Puffy Jacket because it's common knowledge at this point that he wasn't good to any of his artists. Like, if anything, I think we can toe the line and say that he mugged his artists because he kept all the money, the royalty. It just wasn't. He didn't pay them how they should have been paid, according to many in the industry, and according to what they say. And so, in segment 2, this is from Culture Covered, which is another good content creator. Jenny says, how did Puffy Jacket get onto Twitter to see the post? He's been doing a lot of things from inside the Brooklyn house that I don't think he's supposed to be doing. I don't think he's supposed to have access to be able to do. Now, one of the things and I forgot what video we was listening to and watching, but they stated he put something out, he posted something, and I went and looked, and he did. It was from his account. Now, of course, he said that his kids also have access to his account. I guess kind of making it seem like that they are the ones who posting. He's not posting. Whether or not you believe that or not is, strictly due to, person. But you know how we think. I think it's him. Big Tech said, of course they do, laughing my ass off. It's like when he's been caught in so many lies, it's like you definitely can't believe anything like that. Jenny says, really, we're going to blame the children? Isn't that the lowest of the low? Now again, here's where if you use common sense and you pay attention to the things that's been happening, and things that's been said, you can pretty much identify with the fact that Puffy Jacket is a narcissist. Puffy Jacket likes to control everything, to the point where he likes his kids to have to depend on him. And so I say that to get to this. Being those characteristics that he has, I can't see him allowing his kids to control his social media. I think it was him. Valid and sickening point, Jenny. The white nails on his daughters and his mother. And we know that the white nails are a sexual fetish for him. You know? Like I said before, I love women with cute feet. And I like them, the nails to be red, pink, something like that. You see what I'm saying? I like those colors. Not on my mama. God rest her soul, but not on my mama, and not on my daughters. Like it's just again, I don't know how people can conveniently look past these things that are right in their face. Mrs. Grown says, "Have you all seen the awkward video of Gusher and Puffy Jacket?" Hold on, your comment went up. On the Snoop and Martha potluck. No, I haven't. No, I haven't. Is it on YouTube? Because if so, I gotta go see it. I gotta go see it if it's on YouTube. Let me know. Jenny says, because you have respect for them. Yes, yeah. I don't equate. I don't look at my. Yes, it is. Okay, thank you, Mrs. Grown. I am going to look for that. Man, hold on. I had to give myself a note so I can remember. Hold on. I'd be like, what? Okay, she said it was what now? All right. Oh, hold on. Let me put video. All right. Okay. Got that written down. I don't think about it that way. That's not where I go. That's no. And besides, I mean, anyways, yeah, that's just sickening. It's sickening. But so he didn't treat any of his artists like they should have been treated. And I don't know what's said or stated in this video. Again, I haven't seen this. We'll watch it together. But it says Black Rob's last warning about Puffy Jacket will give you chills. Let's see, because it's showing the picture of him in the hospital. And I believe this is when he passed away, if I'm not mistaken. Rest in power with Black Rob.
So man, what's going on? I don't know what the pain is. The pain is crazy, man. It's helping me out though, man. It's making me realize I got a lot to go, man.
Confirming that former Bad Boy artist Black Rob lost his battle with kidney disease and other health issues in Atlanta, just as many were realizing for the first time how gravely ill he really was.
Diddy, Bad Boy's frontman, has finally made a statement on Black Rob's death and has shared a picture of him
I'm gonna look
Rob,
at it too after the show. I'm with you, Binte. I want to see it. I want to see it.
When he was with Bad Boy, you got to realize he came in with Black Rob. He was supposed to be Black Rob's artist. but Black Rob didn't have no paperwork on him.
Back in April 2021, a video started circulating online that stopped a lot of people in their tracks. It showed rapper Black Rob in a hospital bed, visibly thin, clearly in pain, and struggling to even speak. He talked about his health issues, his homelessness, and his frustration, not just with what was happening to him, but with how he'd been left behind. This was the same Black Rob who gave us Whoa, a platinum-selling hit, a street classic, and one of the last big anthems from the band. But Black Rob wasn't some one-hit wonder. He was part of a major movement in late 90s and early 2000s hip-hop when Bad Boy was still riding high off the legacy of Biggie. So when fans saw that video of Black Rob dying with no money, no support, and no safety net, everyone was asking the same questions. Where was Diddy? And in the weeks leading up to Black Rob's death, there were more videos, each one harder to watch than the last. Rob spoke openly about his struggles, the multiple strokes he suffered, homelessness, the pain he was in. And then Diddy finally decided to call Black Rob while he was in the hospital. But less than 24 hours later, Black Rob was dead. So what did Diddy tell Rob in that final call? Did he finally offer to help, or did he call to mock him and rub salt in his wounds? And why did someone like Black Rob, who helped build a billion-dollar brand, die broke and forgotten? Let's break this down.
4 strokes.
Jenny says, like Craig Mack. Exactly.
At Granger, we have over 1 million products.
Exactly. And you remember Craig said he didn't mention the name, but if you know, you know. Craig was about to go to the studio and Puffy Jacket. He said it in the interview.
Man, I don't know what to tell you, man. This shit is crazy. This shit is hard, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't got no house to live in.
To understand why Black Rob's final moments hit so hard, we need to rewind to the late 19...
Hold on, because it's just Grams. Good morning, bestie. How you doing? People, Black Rob was good. Thank you for that heart me. It's just Grams. I appreciate you. Black Rob was good. Black Rob had a platinum hit. And he made other good music too. It's just that one song is definitely what he's known for. Whoa. There's no way let's just listen. I ain't gonna even.
90s. Black Rob, born Robert Ross in 1968 in Harlem, wasn't just another rapper trying to get noticed. He had a raw, authentic street style that fit perfectly with the sound of New York at the time. When Rob signed to Bad Boy Records around 1998, the label was still riding high on Biggie's legacy. Diddy was busy building an empire with artists like Mace, Faith Evans, and 112 on the roster. And while Black Rob wasn't the flashiest name, his deep voice and raw storytelling
Jenny
gave
said
him
Black
a
Rob
unique
was that
spot.
guy that style. Yes.
I had my tape. You know, this was the sets was out,
was
man. So all
on
y'all dudes,
hard.
man, I don't understand how far I'm going back. I'm going back to Max Cell, TDK, started rapping, you know, and he was like, yo, that's hot. Pump was like, yo, listen, man, holler at you, go in the lounge for a little while, come see me. So about 10, 20 minutes later, he came back out like, yo, I'm gonna fuck with you. So from there, man, it was like history after that, man. You know, a couple months later, you know, I got a big check, and I was just in Harlem, man, flossing, man.
Rob's debut album, Life Story, was a critical moment. It went platinum largely because of the massive hit single, Whoa, produced by Buck Wild of DITC. The track was an instant street anthem. The way Black Rob delivered the word whoa made it stick in people's heads. And the song wasn't just popular on the radio. It was everywhere. Clubs, block parties, mixtapes. But here's where things start to get complicated. Black Rob never became the commercial superstar that Diddy's other artists became. He wasn't groomed for crossover appeal or pop radio. His style stayed rooted in street rap, which made him less profitable in the long run, at least by major label standards. Still, Black Rob was a vital part of the Bad Boy brand. He represented the New York street energy, and for fans who wanted real hip-hop, Black Rob was the closest thing Bad Boy had to that raw authenticity. Unfortunately, his career was interrupted in 2004 when he was sentenced to 4 years in prison for grand larceny. And that kind of time out of the spotlight, especially in the early 2000s, when the hip-hop scene was changing fast, was devastating. And by the time Rob got out, the music industry had moved on. Bad Boy was no longer the powerhouse.
Yo, I forgot. I'm watching this. They're showing a video of one of Black Rob's music videos, and it's got the Locks in it. I forgot what they go by now, but it's got the Locks in it. It had Mace in it, and I'm just thinking, man, Puffy Jacket had a good roster. He had an outstanding, even after, if he would have done the right thing and did business correctly, even after the unaliving of Big, he still had enough artists on there that could carry. I mean, Carl Thomas was on there. Princess K says, and they hate him. Yes, all of them. And that's why I said at the beginning of this segment, like, we can sit here and say allegedly he didn't treat his artists right, but at the same time, do we really got to? Because out of their own mouths, they collectively don't like him. Jadakiss, when Puffy Jacket was doing a radio interview, Jadakiss called the radio station while he was doing the interview and went off on him. I mean, on the radio, everybody could hear it. It wasn't no hiding. It wasn't no behind closed doors or nothing like that. So we know they really don't. I mean, look, Mace, I'm just saying. Jenny says it's giving Sean. Yeah, Sean was there, and yeah, he did Sean wrong. That's what I'm saying, people. So I don't feel bad for anything he's going through. I don't feel bad that every day we wake up he's in more trouble or more lawsuits. I just think it's karma. And again, not here to judge nobody, but you treat people that way, I mean, you got to expect it's going to come back some kind of way. Jenny says, Killer Cam and Mace podcast is good too. It is. I love their podcast. Yeah. They don't hold nothing back. They don't hold nothing back. I love their podcast. And I like the fact that they were friends and fell out and now they're cool with each other. Princess K says, glad Sean ended up on his feet and flourishing. Yeah, I am. I know he is staying in another country, but he's still standing. He didn't let it break him. But I do want him to come out and speak about that night at the club in 1999. I do want him to come out and speak on that.
House it had been, and Rob's momentum was gone. But there was something else going on behind the scenes. While Rob was behind bars, Diddy took the chance to freeze him out. He wiped Rob's name off of the Bad Boy website and didn't lift a finger to help with his legal mess.
As far as, all the other people up at Bad Boy, nobody reached out to me one time. I don't even
he's in the politics.
Because all it takes is a press of the button, Department of Corrections, you know my name, you know my birthday.
Yeah, he is.
I used to work. When
he's doing great. He's doing great.
Seeing this nigga Wayne in jail.
Now, I know word was that when he got released from prison here, Puffy Jacket had him basically sent over. I don't know if that's true, but what I do know is just from seeing him do interviews, he's doing great where he is. And even if that did happen, if it is true that Puffy Jacket had him sit there, it still backfired on Puffy Jacket because look, like you said, and to your point, look at how successful Sean is now where he is.
And you ain't come see me, y'all. Like all the years we spent together, like that shit didn't mean nothing to you, though. Like you actually think I'm not your man? So
insurance companies don't want you to know this.
Told me like, yo, that nigga was never my man, ever. You got like 50 employees, man. You ain't even have to write the letter.
On top of that, the label made it extremely hard for Rob to create music. And according to him, the higher-ups flat out disrespected his creative vision.
I hear these dudes is trash, my man.
Jen, welcome in. Thank you for the heartbeat.
Like,
how you doing, bestie?
No authenticity.
Let's give it up to Jen. Jen just became that number 3 fan in the fan club. Everybody, do me a favor. Please go and follow Jen. She's amazing. One of my moderators, can you please pin Jenny? Jen. I got Jenny and Jen. Pin Jen for me, please. Thank you for that. I love you so much. I love you so much. Let me tell you, pause. We'll get back to this in a minute. I want to speak on Jen for a minute because she is the one who even got me to where I am on here. It's her. It's going into her lives. I'm doing fantastic. Thank you, Jen. I hope you're doing well too. I would go into her lives and she would just have the most powerful, most positive energy every morning. And you know, I remember when you would be on the porch and the dog would keep barking. You're like, come on, come on, man. Like, you know, but, and what she would do in her lives, she would pin your comments and she would read your bio and tell people to come and scoop you up. And that's how I got to where I was. Yeah, and I had been looking for you for so long, Jen. But I kept looking for the gym. Was it Gym Rat Gym? I kept looking for that. Thank you for the heart puffs. I appreciate you. Thank you for the roses. Let's give it up to Jen. Jen just lit up the rose gift in the gift gallery. And thank you for the Go Populars. Yes, Jen, this was you. I am a product of you. I came up through you. Just coming on your show in the mornings and just fellowshipping with you and the people that you had in your life, and everybody was so loving. Now, that was my original platform that I was on at that time, my original profile. But they ended up, this platform ended up shutting that profile down, so we had to start over, right? But the thing about it, you showed me what to do. You helped me get there. And I just want to thank you. And I want you to know that because you done that for me, man, hold on, I'm about to start crying over here. Because you done that for me. Thank you for the cap. I appreciate that, Jen. Thank you. Because you done that for me, bestie, I'll make sure I pay it forward with what I do too. Thank you. Thank you endlessly for showing me how to navigate this thing and how to do it. Because without you, I would have never gotten this. And I got a group of moderators that are great. They help me as well. And I make sure I try to push them. They're in here. They're in here. I push them to try to do the same thing and be the best that they could be. And then I let them know that they could do the same thing. You know? Just thank you. Thank you so much, Jen. Thank you. And God bless you and yours too. I appreciate you so much. And thank you for dropping in. I really appreciate you. I just, man, I was on Be the Lights live and you came in and I was like, there she is. I've been looking for. But like I told you, we had talked about you. We had mentioned you. I had him as a guest on my show on here. Because on Tuesdays, we try to do the networking build where if people have a small business or something they like to promote, I have them as guests on here so they can tell us about their business and try to, you know, get them out there and promote their companies. And we had brought you up. So whether you know it or not, Jen, your positive words, your positive work, you being a disciple, it has spread to other people. And you have brought people together and made people better. And I just want to give you your flowers. Let's give it up for Jen. She says, you don't have to thank me for anything. I stopped for like 6 months. God deserves the victories. Absolutely. I'm glad he brought me to you or brought our path to cross. It's his divine plan. And I love it. I love it. I'm eternally grateful for it daily. And okay, so you took a step back for six months. Okay, that makes sense. Because I couldn't find you. I didn't know what was going on. But I'm glad you're back. I'm glad you're doing good. And I'm glad you're still a soldier of Christ. And I want you to know I even started my own spiritual journey. You know what I mean? So man, it's just it all comes back, man. I know I do thank God. I do thank God. But I have to give you your flowers too. You know, I just really want you to know the impact and the difference that you make on people. Because sometimes I don't know if you actually know that. Because you just do it out of the generosity of your heart, and you're just a genuinely good person. So you come on here and you do that. But I don't think you ever get to hear, and you may, but and if you do hear, I just need you to know that it's true. You touch people, you inspire people, you uplift people, and people pay it forward. Keep doing what you do. Keep doing what you do. Now, what we are doing is we are exposing the celebrity world and how the things that they're doing are not right. So you're more than welcome to sit in. More than welcome to sit in. But that's what we're doing here. And like I said, though, I wouldn't be here without you. Thank you for the Go Populars. I appreciate that. Please, you all make sure you go and follow Jen. I'm going to use her words like she said, go and scoop Jen up. That, man, she's amazing. She's amazing.
It's you don't even have style, swag, nothing. But you're able to spit a couple of words, and the people that you got behind you is able to push that, and it's a big record. You know what I'm saying? See, back then, you had to really be a spitter. Come out with some creativity.
Thank you for the back pick. I appreciate that, Jenny.
You feel me?
Thank you for the Go Popular, Jen.
You know what I'm saying?
And Rochelle, thank you for the Go Popular.
You know what I'm saying? And probably Banks. Look who I was hanging with. You know what I'm saying? Big. You know what I'm saying? Locks. Mace. Everybody on that label was gold or platinum. And Puff was looking for something else. You feel me? But, you know, it wasn't never a situation where, yo, Puff, let me know, you got something for us? You know? So I was like, yo, I mean, I got something for you.
And when Rob realized Diddy was ignoring him, he took control over his career. And in 2005, he hired Jamal Mosley from Off the Block Entertainment as his manager. And by 2010, around the time he got out of jail, Rob cut ties with Bad Boy and signed with indie label Duck Down Records. And for a moment, things were looking up. Rob's 2011 album, Game Tested, Streets Approved, hit number 44 on the Billboard Top R&B Hip Hop Albums chart. And Rob went all in, launching his own independent label, Boxin' One, with Jamal. Unfortunately, Rob's success as an independent artist was short-lived. His label flopped, and he had no stable source of income. And as a last-ditch effort, Rob jumped into reality TV in 2013 with Comeback Kings.
First of all, Black Rob, you had a long journey and you still pushing. You a true comeback king. What does this mean to you? How does it feel? And what can we expect on the show, man?
Oh, man, you could expect, man, some crazy from me. You know what I'm saying? The bottom line, man, I'm going to do what I got to do, man. I got some good co-stars of this here, man.
Meanwhile, Rob continued making music, and in 2015, he dropped his fourth album, Genuine Articles, but the project was a flop. At that point, Rob's music career had already fizzled out, and he was forced into early retirement. On top of that, Rob was dealing with serious health issues. He suffered 4 strokes, kidney failure, and needed to be on dialysis.
Just think, to have something like that. And I'm speaking from Puffy Jack. I'm talking about Puffy Jack. To know that you have an artist that's going through something like this, and this is health. This is health related, and you can see that he is on bad health standing, and need help. He's homeless. He don't have anything, and you have all of this financial wealth and fortune. It's free just to go and take care of his medical bills. So this is when I say that he had opportunities to do the right thing. I'm talking about Puffy Jack now. When he had the opportunities to do right things and he didn't, that's where the issue comes in at. That's where it's hard for people. Well, I'm just going to speak for me. That's where it's hard for me to feel any sympathy or anything like that, because you see this man he said 4 strokes, kidney failure, and he needed help paying the medical bills. He needed help getting the medicine that he needed, and you couldn't do that. Puffy Jacket didn't even think to do that. And so I have a hard time with that. Like I said, it's free to love. It's free to love. It's free to love. I don't care what happened, what transpired between them as far as business-wise. And even that, I'm going to be honest, what we know, I don't even think Black Rob had anything to do with it as far as why business didn't go good. But them supposedly being friends, them supposedly being both from Harlem, right? Precious Peachy just lit up the finger heart in the gift gallery. Thank you so much for the finger heart. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, Precious Peachy. This is somebody that's supposed to be from your neighborhood. Y'all from the same neighborhood. And you can't even go and help? Like, listen. You all know, we talked about this as far as with my old high school. And when I felt like the guys that I played football went to school with that have came back and decided to be coaches at our high school and help mentor these kids and be coaches to them, when I felt like they wasn't given a fair chance at a position at being the head coach, I went straight there. It had nothing to do with me. It had nothing to do with me. I'm not a coach. It had nothing to do with it. That's you see what I'm saying? But the thing about it is, these are people in my community. These are people from where I'm from. You get me? So it's free to look out for people. And in the end, it all worked out. Not only are they coaches, they didn't get the position they wanted, but they are still on the coaching staff. And I got two more people that are like family to me. They're on the coaching staff now. One was coaching at another high school that's close by, and then they brought him home too. So if I can do that, I know Puffy Jacket could have helped this man. Now, I'm not saying he still would have been alive today. I'm not saying, because it's all God's work. It's his divine plan. But it's free to help. And remember, I told you all before, since I've been reading my Bible, one thing that I have came across, God is big on love. Big on love. Heavy on the love. So that could very well be why he sits in the position that he's sitting in right now, or at the location he's at right now.
You know, this is...
Listen, it's no
Oh, and by the way, too, I saw where they were saying he was being fed, the guards was forcing him to eat maggots. I don't buy that. I don't believe that. But yeah, I've seen that. You know, at this point, when you do things like that, it's hard for people to hear what you're saying. It's like, what's the story of the boy that cried wolf? And so when he says things like that, or when things like that come out, it's hard to even buy his story. You see what I'm saying? Because of what all we've seen him do repeatedly. Rita, good morning, Bessie. Thank you for joining us. How's your day going?
You know, I had a stroke.
You had a stroke?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I had a stroke. And, you know, but I got over that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I got over that. I can show you how to get over that. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm over that. You know what I'm saying? And
To make matters worse, Rob lost his health insurance, leaving him drowning in hundreds of thousands of dollars in hospital bills. See, Rob had coverage as a bad boy employee, but while Diddy was busy cutting him loose, he also took his health insurance.
The kidney shit, you know what I'm saying? And up there, you know what I'm saying? Like, they was asking me that I had insurance and all this. Yeah, I had insurance. When I was employed at Bad Boy Records, I had insurance. Oh, well, you need to call them and see what's up with that. So I called them. My lawyer calls them, and they talking about, oh, now we took them off of that. Y'all took me off of that, so I'm supposed to get these meds and shit, man.
But that's not all Diddy did. He also pulled Rob's albums off the shelves, cutting off his only real income.
You took me off the medication shit. You took me off the insurance.
Okay. Jenny says, I have little sympathy for Puffy Jacket. I'm with you. Let's point something out, and this is going to tie into the Cassie situation as well, amongst others as well. Because as Black Rob just stated, Puffy Jacket took his insurance, took his records off the shelf. Hold on. Somebody just walked by. Hold on. I think somebody's at the door. Hold on. I'll be right back. Sorry, everybody. FedEx coming. Had my my material. I'm making the shirts for my 30th class reunion. 30-year class reunion. 30 years. Did I say that out loud? It's been that long? Wow. But yeah, so FedEx is giving my material. All right, let's go.
Okay? Now you take me off the website. You don't come see me. You don't write me.
Oh, no. Let's not go. Let's pause that. I just remember what I was talking about. So, Black Rob stated that he took the health insurance away from it. Puffy Jacket. He took his records and CDs and all of that. He took that off of the stand. Yeah, I'm old. Well, I was like, yeah, my 30th year. 30? Wait a minute. You know? That's crazy. That's bananas to think about that. Man. But by him doing that, he was unable to make money. So essentially, it was like Puffy Jacket blackballed him. Now, let's go back to the people who were saying, well,
Female voice. Cassie stayed. She knew what was going on, but she stayed. That's because she wanted the money.
Male voice. Yo, he didn't do anything wrong. It might be DV. He didn't do nothing. I mean, they knew, they wanted it. They liked it.
no, she didn't leave because it was like she would have been blackballed if she didn't do what he said. He controlled the money. Now, this is a grown man saying it. This is a grown man saying it. So how dare you sit here and say that these ladies wanted that treatment? They wanted him because of the money. It was a fear. One, he was abusive, physically abusive to him. Two, monetarily, they couldn't make any money because if they didn't do it, he would have blackballed them so they wouldn't have gotten work anywhere else. Jenny says he controlled her career. Exactly. He controlled her career. Which goes back to like I was saying earlier. I have a hard time believing his kids got on his account and posted that. This is a man who is obsessed with controlling things. So you just have to be mindful, people. You got to. So that's just wild. That's wild, man.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't need no money because, like I said, I'm always get money. You know what I'm saying? Like my records sell, they sold, so I'm always gonna have some type of money coming in my account or whatever. It was like they said, well, fuck that nigga. All right? Now I'm home, and I shouldn't say fuck y'all niggas. You feel me? That's funny, right? Puff wasn't the one doing the records with me. You know what I'm saying? He was just the last word. Good record. I like that. I want to get on that. It's a good record. You know, he's not in the studio 20 hours, 15 hours with me. Never. There wasn't no love over there, man. There wasn't no love. Like, you know, dudes was just using, like, trying to use me. Like, yo, why my shit ain't selling? Like, why I can't get it on Music by Mail? Why I can't get it here? Like, why I can't buy a cassette of this shit? You feel me? It's because motherfuckers took that shit off the shelf. They used the Black Rob Report, you know what I'm saying, as a springboard for the Biggie duet album. Puff wasn't doing nothing. He didn't have no records out. It was dry.
Eventually, everything caught up to Black Rob, and by 2021, it came out that he was homeless. DJ Self shared a photo showing Rob in a hospital bed, barely recognizable, a shadow of his former self. He was paying tribute to the late DMX, but the pain in his voice said everything.
Pain.
Yeah. Right, bestie. Knowing there's no way she could have fulfilled that. He had no plans of fulfilling that. That's crazy work. Jenny says the Natty, yep, and she was used by both men. Rap God Thanos says to Natty, that's way too much. He probably paid little. He did. You're right. Rap God Thanos, you're right. You know? He knew There's no way she was going to accomplish that. It was already a ploy. It was already a scheme. He already had in mind what he was going to do. Make her depend on him. Natty says she was way more successful in her modeling career than with him. I agree. And I bet she wishes she would have stayed there. Rap God Thanos said no artist signs for that many albums, period. None. It's just not going to work. And the thing about it, the way that music, it just evolves and goes in different trends, for lack of better words. She wouldn't have stood a chance, especially when he's controlling everything too. You know? Adrian said LL signed for that many, but then, okay, so you take LL. Now, LL came out in the 80s. He came out in, like that's what I mean by the music industry being different, the culture being different. You know, it's like that was at a time where they still didn't even believe that hip-hop or rap music was profitable. They didn't see the gains that they could get from it right yet. You know? Which was another good era, though. Because we had him, Eric B. and Rakim, Boogie Down Production, Rap Goddamn the Go album was horrible. Yeah, because to me, he was already, again, that music had changed. Just saying 86, good morning to you, Bessie. She said it's been a great one. My dog has had 4 puppies so far. Okay, so y'all working over there. Princess K said LA is smart. He kept evolving with each period. But that's hard for people to do. That's hard for some people to adapt creatively to the times that's going on now. Dr. Rashida, my bestie, how you doing? Liz, welcome in. How you doing, bestie? It's a hard thing to complete a let's say you come in one way and then the signs of time change and then you got to try to adapt to that. Thank you for that tiny trek, Liz. I appreciate it. That was awesome. How you feeling today, bestie? Thank you for that heart me, Dr. Rashida. Hey, I've been seeing your videos, bro. I love them. Love that vibe you giving, Queen. But that's just a thing, though. He took all his albums off the shelf. How can this man eat? He has all these medical issues. How's he? You took his health insurance. How's he gonna get the help? And I'm gonna tell you what's even more saddening to me is the fact that in this video, Black Rob is coming out of a store and he's playing with his daughter. She's got candy. She's got a camera. She's taking pictures of her dad, and he's playing around with her. Aquarius Sign, how you doing, bestie? Welcome in. Thank you for that heart, me, Liz. I appreciate it. That's saddening to me to see him playing with his little girl. And he leans down and she leans up and give him a kiss with her daddy. I mean, she's having fun. She's enjoying life. And this dude didn't even have enough compassion to even help this man with his medical expenses. He didn't even have enough compassion to leave this man's CDs and albums and stuff on the shelf so he could at least get some money. Because at the end of the day, Black Rob made this. That's his work. He deserves to get the money off of it. Tiffany, how you doing, bestie? That's just sad. That's just sad, man.
Pain is crazy, man. It's helping me out, though, man. It's making me realize.
Never sue the other driver after a car accident.
Yeah, don't do that, people. I'm just playing. I don't know. These commercials, man.
I got a lot to go, man. A lot to go on, man.
Thank you for that fight, champ, Liz. Liz. Thank you. Let's give it up to Liz. Liz just reached level 16 in the band club.
I feel everything about X, man. X World Love, man. Positive. X is big love to X, man. It's all, man.
And sadly, just 8 days after DMX died, Black Rob also left us. He died in an Atlanta hospital after suffering a cardiac arrest. He was just 52 years old. Now, as for Diddy's reaction, he jumped on IG to pay tribute to Rob and wrote, "Rest in power, King."
I'm pausing it right there. Because now I'm mad. Now, you know what? Hold on. Let's bring Lil Big with it. Let's bring Lil Biggie up here with us. I'm mad. I'm mad because we had just talked about, we sat here and we talked about how wrong he was doing Black Rob. Right? And Natty said, I have one too, Bestie. Hey, I had to copy. I had to copy it as soon as I saw it, Bestie. You know? Yeah, she said, losing D hurt me so bad. He was a good friend. Yeah, he was good. He was really good. But we just talked about how bad he treated Black Rob. Took the man's medical, took his albums off the shelf. And so now when he passes away, he heads to on social media and posts, "Rest in power, King," at Black Rob. Posting a throwback photo of himself and Black Rob. And I bring that up. I stop and I bring that up because that's so eerily similar how he did Biggie. Let me put this back on the shelf. I don't want to mess it up. Yeah, I know. That's my favorite. Favorite hip-hop artist of all. But he did Biggie the same way. After he passed away, he made the song where he took Sting's Missing You. That's the name of the song, Missing You. He took that and he made it seem like he was missing his best friend. But all the while, Kim Porter told us how he really felt about Big. Called him FAT, said he wasn't going to have security on him no more since he wasn't loyal. He wasn't going to protect him no more. He didn't care. Prevented him from going to London to do the promotional tour that he was supposed to be doing and made him come all the way. Let's get cheeky. Welcome in, Bestie. Sabotaged his flight to London, made him come to LA so he could ultimately be what? Unalived. And then you going to sit here, I miss my friend. He was like my brother. He was like my brother. We did everything together. Man, stop. Stop. This dude, he didn't care about Black Rob. He didn't care about Biggie. He got mad because Biggie was leaving him to go get more money at another record label, and he felt betrayed. He felt he was the reason why Big was the way he was, and he put him in position to be successful, and then Big was turning his back on him. So that's what he... Come on, man. Listen, he's just like baby oil. No spine, no substance. He's just like the baby oil. He's just like the baby oil. This man, listen. There's just no way in the world that anybody can convince me that we should feel, or that I should. I'm not going to even put you all in it. You have your own feelings. That I should feel remorse or feel sympathy for him. There's no way. Why are you acting like you love this man when you didn't help him? If you love him, hey, thank you for the count. Let's get cheeky with it. Princess K says life after death was and still is eerie to listen to. Yeah, it really is. It really is. Even when you think about the cover of the picture, the hearse, the other photos that was going to possibly be on me where he's in a cemetery. You know, it's wild. It's wild. You know. Let's get cheeky with it. I miss you. That's why I keep asking how you doing. When you gonna start? Like I know, and I know we talked about. You know, I know what we talked about. But what I'm saying is, you're good people, and it's just when you surround yourself with good people, and one is missing. It's like it's a bad thing. You see what I'm saying? Like it's a drag. I need everybody, all my good people. I like all of y'all to be in here. You know, I like to see y'all. I like to interact with y'all. This has became family. We all have became family. You know, so we miss you. I definitely miss you. I miss you, and I know soon. So you told me September, you trying to, get there. And we're going to get you there. Matter of fact, while you in here, everybody go and scoop up. Let's get cheeky with it. If you're not following her, go and follow her. Please. Please. One more thing I want to bring up about this guy right here who just, when people pass away, he's just.
Male voice.
I'm so hurt. It was my heart. I loved them. You know, I never want anything to happen to them. It's just I don't know how I'm gonna carry on. You know, it's like it's gonna be just when I'm on stage performing and I look over and I don't see Big there with me. It's like something is.
Cap. Adjustable, fitted, 5950 cap. Now I'll tell you something else he done. And he's still using this to the day. He's still using this to the day.
Male voice.
I just said I need to get out of jail. I can't be in here, Your Honor. I need to be out. I need bail. Because I'm grieving the loss of my love, my kid's mother. I miss her. I still hurt. Even though I'm the one that killed her, I feel hurt. I just need to get out of jail because it just hurts so bad. The kids, they don't have no parents. So I need to be out, Your Honor. I need to be there for my kids. Because they have no parents. And I just still grieving the loss of their mother. Because I just loved her so much. I loved her to death. Oops. Did I say death? I mean, I love her. I just love her. That's it. Not death. I love her. That's all.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Stop it. Stop this, man. Quit playing. You keep playing around with these people's lives, man, and then after you do what you do, you want to hop on social media, you want to hop on TV, and then you want to act like you miss them. You want to act like y'all had the greatest relationship in the world. When all the while, you did it. All the while, they need a whole ID show about you and your crimes.
I listened to your records today. There's one thing that they all have in common. You have made millions of people all over the world feel good and dance. You are one of a kind. God bless. Love. You will be truly missed. But fans weren't buying it, and they slammed Diddy for waiting until Rob was dead to give him his flowers. But there's something else. Apparently, just 24 hours after Rob went into cardiac arrest, Diddy called him on the phone. And while it's not clear exactly what he told him, hospital sources said Rob looked devastated after that phone call. And it seemed like he had given up. Now, I'm not saying Diddy directly ended Black Rob's life, but he was in a position to change how things ended, and he didn't. Not when it mattered, not when it could have actually helped. And it's a pattern we've seen before with bad boy artists who helped build Diddy's empire only to be left behind. G-Dep, Craig Mack, Shine, Loon, and now Black Rob. So at what point do we stop calling it a coincidence and start calling it what it is? But let's hear your thoughts on Black Rob's tragic life story. And what do...
Man, listen. I agree with everything Culture Covered said. Shout out to Culture Covered. I agree with everything she said. And I don't know what he said to him in that last phone call before Black Rob ultimately passed away. I don't know what was said, but judging from what they were saying his reaction was to it, it wasn't anything somebody needed to hear. As they were fighting for their life in the hospital. All right. Okay. All right. I know, y'all. I done held you all long enough. So here's we're on the third and final segment. Jenny said probably laughing or something evil like that. That's what I was thinking. You know, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking he's probably on the phone call like.
Male voice.
You know, you should have did what I told you to do. And you wouldn't have been there. You wouldn't have been in this situation. You would have had your insurance, your health insurance. You would have had your albums still in the store so you could have money for your family. But you didn't want to bend over and grab your ankles and take that. So I had to take that from you, Playboy. You know how I get down, Daddy. Now look. And now when you pass away, I ain't gonna leave nothing for your kids. Nothing. Because you didn't take that. That's all you had to do, Daddy. I went to the store, I bought the biggest bottle of baby oil. You wouldn't let me use it.
Something along those lines. Maybe not that word for word, but something along those lines is probably what he was saying. At a moment where, and I mean, you all can go and watch that video. Black Rob was clearly in his last of hours. I mean, you could just see it. And again, I get emotional, like I told you all. I get emotional when I'm seeing the video of him coming out of the store, and it looks like he's eating candy or something, but he's with his daughter, and they're just playing and laughing and having fun, and she's doting at her dad. I mean, she's looking up, and I mean, you know, that's her dad. He's laughing with her and playing around and having, you know. Again, I'm not saying that Puffy Jacket could have prevented him from passing away, but what I'm saying is he could have at least helped try to get him life longer. You know, let's get cheeky with it. Says I really hope he does the max giving. I do. I really do, Bestie. I really do. Yeah, priceless moments, right, Jenny? I mean, like, literally, you all didn't see it, but when I was literally tearing up. I was literally tearing up because to just know that now she's without her dad. And I see me and Rudy in that video. You know, it's just like, how can you not care? He was somebody's, he was a dad. He had kids. And he didn't care. Liz says, I hope Bubba makes him his girlfriend and turns him from Diddy to Daisy. Hey, I hope Bubba makes him take that. You know? I hope they get to fighting over some cornflakes. You know? It's just wild, man. It's just wild. It's wild that it's not wild. It's not wild. He did exactly what he took the oath of doing, and he's getting exactly what he should get. Hey, Marie, besties in the house. How you doing? Let's get cheeky with it. Said he did the majority of his artists wrong, and it's a shame. Right, and that's what I opened up that segment with too, bestie. That's exactly what I was saying. Out of all his artists, he did wrong. He did all of them wrong. And it ain't something that I have to say allegedly on, because they say it. They say it on their own. And it's a multiple. It's not just like it's one person who's bitter or anything like that. Hold on, y'all. It ain't nothing like that. This is his business. He did it wrong. He took their money. He made sure that they couldn't get what they deserve and stuff like that. And so, leading into the third segment, we're gonna stay on Puffy Jacket. Let's go. Yesterday was Camel Face. Let's do Puffy Jacket. Well, I mean, it's got some other things in it. All right. This is our man's Murad. Murad, he's funny. But this is from him, and it says, Puffy Jacket trial man was covered in that red fluid inside our body. And then it says, JLo dropped, ? Panic mode, Kim Porter, and Ghislaine is fuming. And I think everybody in the world knows who Ghislaine is by this moment. Right? And I hope I'm pronouncing her name right. I don't know. The Maxwell lady. Y'all know who we talking about. Just think Epstein. All right? So, let's get started on this last segment. Let's see what we got. And thank y'all again. Once again, it's been a great show. I love it. Thank you.
Got a lot to get into in this video, so let's stay focused. No intro, subscribe to the channel, I would appreciate it. Daily and consistent content, just one click. And let's get into all of this madness that is going on today. It's going to pack a punch in less than 10 minutes. Listen carefully. So Albie has come forward in an Instagram post, which he has now deleted, posting screenshots of proof that there has been significant news suppression in regard to the coverage of Kim Porter's death, and that they were going to label somebody like Albie in regards to being mentally unwell. It's an explosive article with receipts. However, it has all been removed, so we can't specifically, read it word for word verbatim, but I did see it at the time, and whilst I wanted to report it now, unfortunately it has gone, basically saying that they were trying to put him in a position where he's mentally unwell, and how they're going to continue to suppress everything in regards to Kim Porter on the news cycles. These news media have dealings with Diddy's team to try and relinquish any of Kim Porter's stories. And to be honest with you, I don't see any stories in the media about Kim Porter.
Me neither.
I don't see anything. And it is worrying. Outside of P. Diddy did not do this, I don't really see anything. So maybe there is truth to this, that her name is being suppressed. And why would they need to suppress it? Because I believe that Diddy offed her life, and there will come a time where that will become public information.
Hey, look, there's some people I watch. One is, his name is Dalen Spratt. He does the where he communicates with people on the other side, tries to do that. Jessica, hey, beautiful, welcome in. And he's communicated with Kim Porter and some of the things she stated. I mean, you have Sloan Bella. She's channeled Kim Porter and some of the things that she stated. I mean, Precious Peachy, thank you for the Go Populars, love. I appreciate you. The things stated in Kim Porter's book, I mean, and hey, if you don't have anything to hide, then you wouldn't have to try to suppress any information getting out. Jessica, thank you for that heart, me beautiful. I appreciate you. Hey, let's give it up to Precious Peaches. She just reached that level number 6 in the fan club. Good morning, Jessica. How are you doing? Things going okay? Woo, I like that. Thank you, Precious Peachy. Got that level up sparks. And she just reached level number 6. Let's give it up for Precious Peachy. Jessica, thank you for the Go Populars. I appreciate that.
It will all unravel just in time. Everybody wants instant gratification in time, guys. 5, 10, 15 years, even after Diddy has passed, it will be revealed what this man has done to Kim Porter.
I'm throwing a party.
And I can't wait.
He is saying that they were coming for him and trying to claim that he is mentally unstable. Now, there is a...
That he's talking about Al B. Sure. Is saying that they was trying to paint him off to be mentally unstable.
report coming out from News Inquirer, so take it with a pinch of salt, claiming that Jennifer Lopez is in panic mode after her record company BMG has dropped her due to lackluster sales. If not first, Ben Affleck. Now sources say that her record company is dropping her too. Insiders say the music giant BMG gave her the boot after her last album, This Is Me, now did not really do anything, alongside her documentary, which both tanked. She can't believe this is happening, says an insider. She can't seem to win, no matter what she does, and it's bumming her out. The insider says that behind the scenes, she's in panic mode, as she has already recorded a bunch of new Ben bashing songs and now has no label to release them, and she's been barking orders at her PR and marketing teams to do something and turn the tide against her. She's demanding they find other ways to release her music. This is a serious setback, but don't count J-Lo out right now.
Hey, could this be karma for J-Lo? I mean, she has been mentioned, right? Like, she has been linked to Puffy Jacket and some things that allegedly happened, right? Jenny says, we have to remember most people have signed contracts to not say anything. That is true. Let's get cheeky with it, says party. Hey, listen, a lot of people are getting some karma. Whether it be cold brew, whether it be whatever. They getting, I mean, it's a lot of people. A lot of people. So could this be her karma? The things that she knows, the things that she allowed to happen and didn't speak up about, or it's been alleged that she participated in some. Could this be the karma that she's facing? Record label dropped her, album tanked, documentary tanked. Being got ghost. Could it be? These are just questions. We're just asking.
She's always got an ace up her sleeve. Word is that she's looking for an A-lister to latch on to pump up interest into her love life.
Yeah, Ben Kid rocks. He got missing.
Now it's Inquirer, so take it with a pinch of salt. But to be honest with you, outside of the divorce with Ben Affleck,
says, yes,
the tour flopped, it
karma.
got cancelled. The album flopped, it got cancelled. The documentary flopped, so all of it has tanked. Her singles also tanked. So this isn't a good career move for her. So there could be truth to somebody, executives, people above her, just really being upset with this. I feel like J-Lo needs to just put out pop-related music. Just put out singles and keep putting one out every 6 months until something sticks, and hopefully you can ride off that. She's been doing quite well over here in Europe, in the UK as well, you know, with her music, stadiums filling out. And so, you know, stick to stuff like this for now, because everything else you're doing,
he said it ain't happening.
It's not working for you, babes. Your album did so bad.
Let it go. Let it
Your
go.
tour flop, talking about you want to spend time with friends. Okay, you can run with that story if you want. Ghislaine Maxwell, guys, is really angry. We have to follow this whole situation as well. She does not want the Epstein grand jury transcripts released. Ghislaine wants to keep grand jury records secret in the case that sent her to prison. Her lawyer said Tuesday, as prosecution continued urging a court to release some of those records in the criminal case turned political fireball. She hasn't seen the material herself, her attorney said. But the grand jury is, conducting everything behind closed doors, but she is opposing unsealing what her lawyers describe as potentially hearsay transcripts of grand jury testimony, which was given in secret and without her lawyers there to challenge it. Whatever interest the public may have in Epstein, that interest cannot justify a broad intrusion into grand jury secrecy in a case where the defendant...
They should have been doing that leading up to the trial. Let's get cheeky with it. They should have been investigating a lot of these passings prior to the trial. And then put that on them. I wish they would have done that. Yeah, I get it that they're still saying lawsuits are being filed against them and things of that nature, but I wish they would have done that. I pray for cheese and crackers that his walls are caving in on him right now. I do. I'm sorry. I know it's wrong to wish bad on people, but I don't even necessarily know if I'm wishing bad. I'm just wishing he would face consequences for his actions. If that makes sense.
And is currently alive. Epstein is not, but Ghislaine is as of right now. So what have you got to hide, babes? What have you got to hide that you don't want any of this to be released? The secrecy of it all is really pissing me off at this point. I feel like everybody is just losing patience with this madness. Their names have just been in the media for so long, but it's only their names. We're not listening or hearing about anybody else, and I want to know why. So she wants to keep these sealed, and we will see if her wishes are granted, but clearly she's doing so because she is panicking.
She's covering for somebody that's orange.
Her main objective is to get out of jail and for her to be transferred to a luxury prison, and for her offender status to be waived in order for her to be transferred is a big, troubling move.
I'm calling it here. I think she's covering for a cheddar color coat leaf.
Troubling move. Don't see why Trump would pardon her, because I don't think it would help him. It would only explode everything even more so, and he would lose more people. So I don't think he would do that, to be honest with you. But she is looking to be released, and people are expecting that she will be pardoned pretty soon. Now, get this, guys. Get this. I don't recall this. I didn't hear about this. But during the trial in the courtroom in the past couple of weeks, his lawyer, Mark Agnifilo, actually tried to save somebody's life. He reportedly did. Various members of the court reportedly awaited Judge Arun on July the 2nd, and I believe I was there. And something took place. A man collapsed in the courtroom, had a seizure, and collapsed to the ground. Agnifilo immediately went to the man to attend the situation, and according to the report, per eyewitness reports, the unidentified man was convulsing and repeatedly slamming his head against the marble floor, blood and vomit pouring from his mouth. I can't imagine a busier 5-minute period in my life, he told the New York Post. I'm going down to see Diddy. Everything was so intense and my mind was on the case, and I walk out and a man falls and is clearly seizing. It seemed pretty dire. I was worried about him. I've just dealt with a lot of seizures, he said. I know exactly what to do. I've dealt with this before, and he basically helped save this man's life. I didn't hear anybody inside or outside the courtroom talking about a man having a seizure, convulsing and vomit and etc. everywhere, and Mark Agnifilo was the hero. So what I'm saying to you guys is something is very sus on this conversation, because
Jenny says she'll read what they put in front of her, and with Virginia gone, there's not too many people. Yeah. And anything that she wants, and I mean, that's going to get her out. That's going to get her what she wants.
What do you mean that Mark was doing all of this, or that this man was slamming his head against the floor and blood was everywhere?
Marie says, I seen it when it was happening.
Right on the time when...
You talking about this? You talking about the guy having a seizure? Is that what you talking about, Bestie?
It was about to be given. This is what was going on. Nobody was reporting on this. Why has this story come out now?
Welcome in.
Is this correlated? Why was it happening on the verdict day?
See, I didn't even see that. I mean, I didn't hear about it.
Very interesting. Very worrying. But Yeah. Okay. So clearly Mark Agnifilo is a hero, guys, and he wants everybody to know that he was a hero. Yeah. Diddy is continuing to say that he's being served, guys, maggot-infested food in his hellhole. He is demanding his release, and he is basically discussing how conditions are really dire, and it's an absolute nightmare, and that he's still seeing maggots in his food. That is clearly an update to remind us that this man cannot be in jail, needs his bail accepted, but the bail has been denied, and that he is suffering and not doing well because of the maggot-infested food.
Oh, okay.
Well, guys, Blac Chyna, guys, has broken her silence on...
Now, but did both have seizure? Was it like the same type thing, or was it just the seizure incident, and then there was a whole another incident that happened? I knew about the lady that had to take out of there. Bessie said his kids seen it as well. Oh. And yes, they did. Okay, that's wow. That's wow. I never knew that. I didn't hear about it. I didn't know that. Starfish Savvy says, nope. Mr. Puffy Jacket, those aren't maggots. They're ramen noodles. Welcome to the real world. Hey, that's funny. That's funny. That's funny because I was talking about that earlier. You're right. You talking about they were feeding, trying to make him eat maggots. Man, yes, that's a starfish. I'm like, boy, now come on now. Yeah, welcome to ramen noodles.
Khloe Kardashian and, you know, people saying that Khloe is kind of taking Dream, being a mother to Dream. Blac Chyna responds and says, I just want to clarify that Khloe is not claiming to be Dream's mother. Remember, Khloe has 2 children of her own. She's a loving auntie to Dream. And I wish people would stop spreading this false narrative because there's nothing negative happening here. For those asking, Robert and I share joint custody. I simply don't post about her every day because she's only 8 years old. Khloe, take notes, and I want to respect her privacy. Let's approach this with understanding and kindness. I feel like Dream is everywhere, and I feel like Khloe loves to post the kids 24/7. The Kardashians do anyways. They're even on the TV show, but let's give them privacy because they're young, they're minors, they're children, and let's not dress them far older than they need to be.
I'm not allowing the Kardashians to get any kind of attention from me. Starfish Savvy, thank you for that heart me. I appreciate it. Let's give it up to Starfish Savvy. She just became the number 25 fan in the fan club. Let's give it up to her. Thank you for that love and support. Jenny said, yes, those children are props for money, for more money. Exactly. I'm not giving them any energy.
Because a lot of that is going on. If anything, it's a silent epidemic in my opinion, and kids need to dress as kids. It's really as simple as that, guys. It's really as simple as that. Let me know your thoughts are, guys. Packed everything in less than 10 minutes. So much was going on, guys. So much was going on. Even more other stories are piling through, but I'll be getting through that later on today.
I appreciate
Please do subscribe to the channel. It's just one click. That's all you guys have to do. It goes a long way. Join Murad Nation. Become a Murad. Send a tip if you guys wish to as well. Click that button.
All right. Shout out to Murad again on that. You know, it's going to bring us to the close of another show, another episode or edition of hashtag I'm Gonna Say It. So, let's get our theme music going. Let's get to these announcements. Please remember, next Monday we will start broadcasting on Rumble. Go over on Rumble. Follow G Smooth 404. We're going to try it over on that platform where we are able to say what we going to say. Hashtag I'm going to say it, you know. Let's get cheeky with it. Thank you for the heart plus beautiful. Thank you, bestie. I appreciate you. If you missed any of the past episodes of hashtag I'm Gonna Say It, please go on YouTube and subscribe to my channel, G Smooth 404. Click on the folder that says hashtag I'm Gonna Say It. And you can binge watch all of the past shows that we've had. Well, not all, most of them. Most of them. Some of them I didn't post. But while you're over there, please go and subscribe to Tayretta Vision Films. And that way you can watch the hottest new web series on YouTube called Dope Girls. And get this, your self-proclaimed favorite news reporter, Mr. Breaking News, is a star on the show. I star as Stacks. My name is Stacks on there. Now, next Tuesday, we are dropping episode 5. So, if you haven't went over and subscribed to the channel yet, go and subscribe. Watch episodes 1, 2, 3, and 4. So that way when Tuesday gets here, you already know what's going on, and you can sit down and enjoy episode 5. I think you want to see this. Some things go on outside the Young Dro concert. Your boy almost had to get some straightening. So you want to check in. You want to check in on that, I promise. As well, do me a favor while you over there. Please go and subscribe to #Truth Podcast. That's the word # Truth Podcast. So go over there and subscribe to them over there. And you can follow them here on TikTok. It's where he interviews independent wrestlers, former and current independent pro wrestlers. You can go on and you can see my interviews on there as we chronicle my 26 years in the pro wrestling business. And I give you all some events that happen along the way and things like that. Natty, you have a great day, and thank you for joining in on it, bestie. I appreciate it. Gotta find a new voice, gotta find a new day. I'm about to say it, yeah, I'm about to scream. I pray for you all. I hope all is well with you all. Be safe as we end the show. I want you to know I love you all. I thank you all for joining. Remember, your presence is a gift to my moderators and I. We appreciate you all. Please be safe. And remember this. You know it. I'm going to say it. So make sure, if you would like your merch, inbox me. Let's get you your merch. All right? # I'm going to say it. I'm Mr. Breaking News, the self-proclaimed news reporter, favorite news reporter, signing off from the newsroom. Peace and blessings to you all. And remember, I love you to life.